that I hear preach the scripture beautifully, but they don't show black people where we are in the book. You mean to tell me the prophets could see the end of time and didn't see the horror of the transatlantic slave trade and write about it? You mean the prophets could see and they didn't see America and the wickedness of America? No, don't look at me like I'm crazy now. If they saw this and wrote about it, then they saw you in her midst, a destroyed people. But where is it in the book? You talk about he saves? Well, hell, we need saving.
Do you know that I can pull out the slave ships out of the Bible and show you that the true children of Israel would serve captivity in slave ships? Who are these people? You can't say the Jewish people are the Jews. They're not the Jews. They're not suffering the curses according to the Bible. How can they be the Jews and they run everything you see today? The Bible said the Jews would be under a curse. The Jews would go in and cargo stations and serve all other nations. This is what you will not learn in religion, that the poor people in the Bible are actually the people of the Bible. You cannot learn this in your religion.
Come out, wherever you is, wherever you be, wherever you do. Come out, wherever you am. How's the government looking for you? I asked him to wait.
When the sun goes down, the tide goes down, the darkness gather round and they all begin to shout, hey, hey, Uncle Dudley is feet.
White people didn't like to think much about them. Sort of like a relative you got in a rest home. I mean, happy darkies, dancing and singing was all they wanted to hear about. Being good Christians, the whites out front liked to think the blacks out back were kind of happy. They drank whiskey. They ate chicken with their hands in the State House, and they put their feet up on the table with the shoes off. They shot craps.
That's your partner talking to you now, Dice. Come on. Just hit the...
Lord, the smokehouse is empty. Oh, Lord, let me get them groceries. Oh, Lord, let me see that little six. Where? Come on, you gonna feed me or not? Hey!
Burt Williams was one of the great vaudeville performers. He couldn't get parts in white pictures, so he made a lot of short comedies. He played the part most Americans consider typical Negro. He wasn't bad, really, just lazy, stupid, and happy the way he was. And his feet hurt. He was afraid of most everything. And when he was scared, he shook and his teeth chattered. Unlike a scared white man, the black man's eyes could pop out of his head. And when he was scared, he was so scared he couldn't talk. He was also so scared he couldn't run. Black women, on the other hand, were steady and imperturbable. They stood like a rock on the face of things that scared black men. Even when they were little boys, they had these characteristics. Farina in our gang was the boy. met people at the station for their masters.
Is you folks,
We've come all the way from Ireland. Mr. Milford's expecting us. Mr. Milford.
Yes'm, you is which I'm looking for. I'm Mr. Milford's boy.
His boy, you say?
Yes, sir. Murphy's the name, sir.
Did you say Murphy?
Yes, Miss Murphy. They calls me Walking Murphy.
Walking Murphy?
Yes, sir. Most of us Murphys down here just sit. I walk.
They make wonderful servants, all kinds in pictures. Dumb but loyal.
Yeah. Isn't this a beautiful night? I just love parties, don't you?
I beg your pardon?
Thank you kindly. Yes? Hello? Oh, this is Berrigan residence?
Two white fellows from Chicago invented two black characters they named Amos and Andy. They played their parts on the radio for 30 years. This is them doing their bit.
Well, Brother Crawford looks pretty good since he's been here at Palm Springs, don't he?
Yeah, looks like his wife done beat him on the...
When radio moved over to let television in, Amos and Andy went with it. These two white cats couldn't play Amos and Andy where you could see them, so what they did was they had a black cast. Cast was different, but the stereotypes were the ones the white people had come to know and love. They were shady characters with money.
Well, I got the books right here, and they're open to each and every brother complete inspection. Get your hands off of that thing there. So you want to see the financial books, huh?
Yeah.
Well, there he is. There he is. You done see them. The meeting's adjourned.
They were still slow and lazy.
Are you sure they are not here?
Oh, yes, they told me so themselves.
Have them report to our office right away.
I sure tell them, all right. I got to...
They had trouble with the English language. Misused words a lot.
And Mr. Brown, my new secretary here, ain't gonna have no time for no extracurricular activities.
And I'm telling you now, as long as you have that secretary in your office, I'm going to work as a secretary myself.
Oh, give me an ultimatum, huh? I'm putting my foot down.
They had trouble with women. And it was always the women who were dominant.
Come on, Herman.
All-American little Shirley Temple played a lot of parts that involved her with black actors. She was always real nice to them.
Oh, James Henry, you always do it wrong.
This is an imitation Steppin Fetchin named Willie Best with Shirley.
Come on, Miss Virgie.
Oh, honey child, them Yankees is mighty powerful. They can even change the weather.
James Henry, serve these cookies to Master Harold and wipe his chin.
Yes, ma'am, Miss Virgie.
She was good to them, and they were good to her. Sort of a master and pet relationship. This is Bill Bojangles Robinson, one of the great ones. But if he wanted to work and dance, he had to come into a picture through the servants' entrance. They did things like eat watermelon in watermelon eating contests. Then another favorite for the newsreel cameraman was to film people throwing things at them. Good sport. Some college football publicity man decided this was a good idea. And there were a lot of very funny golf pictures. If you weren't black, they were funny, I guess.
Lie down. Just right out of your mouth.
Don't miss, boss, don't miss.
Well, you keep still, see? Otherwise you'll have flowers in your room and you won't smell them. Oh, boy. Oh, wait.
Everything suggested the black man was nothing.
Down.